Alright, so this is a quick video of me talking about red pill and finding my way to basically finding about the red pill and finding about the MGTOW and the whole movement. And yeah, so the first time I heard about the term red pill and MGTOW, it was in 2016, 2017, and I didn't believe it first. Took like 2 3 years after that I finally you know took the red pill and believed and understood the female hypergamy. And after I understood the female hypergamy, I started doing a little bit more research in the MGTOW. Then I found out that there's a whole community, or if not a community, at least there's internet is full of information about the red pill, the hypergamy and MGTOW. And I started to read into that, started to learn a little bit more, and just tried to have an open mind, to understand new things, because at that point I understood what the hypergamy was, but I had to kind of like reflect back on my own life too while I was doing the research to kind of see if uh, if it was true or not. And to my knowledge, at least it is true, and I do believe in female hypergamy. And I also believe in male hypergamy, but male hypergamy is a little bit different. And the biggest thing to me that the MGTOW has taught me, I would say, foresight. You know, don't be thinking with your while don't be thinking. Um, Basically, don't be thinking with your dick. Be smart uh, and have a foresight of things. I understood that if you don't, you have to pay a price, and that kind of made me also understand the court system, understand the law system, and understanding the child support system, and all this that I really didn't know about. And I really didn't know about the how like it is, the whole system is basically set up to destroy men. It is not even in like a female fault. It is like the bigger powers, higher ups, have set up the whole court system and everything to destroy families. And that was something that, and now I understand why. Like, I understand now why, because if you have a child that doesn't have a father, he will not have a good groundings. He will not have he will grow up and, or be wandering and whatnot. And that's what I understood. Like, it will, if you want to destroy family, get the male out of the house and let the female take care of the children. And also, if you go read up what kind of percentage are children getting beat up in the household, it was something like the chance of uh, father's own children getting beat up is like 5%. But if it's a stepfather, it's like 85%. It was like astronomical, right? It was crazy, like something. It was like 20 times higher. And you can go look it up in internet. There were studies they have done on this topic, but that basically was the biggest thing that I feel like I'm not getting into trouble anymore with females that I used to get in trouble. Like, I could easily be trapped in multiple children, never able even to see them, or 50-50 marriages, or let's be honest, it's more like 80-20, 80 to women, 20 to men, or whatever. Basically, you lose everything. Like, all the time I've seen breakups in my life, I know so many families who are broken up. I don't see a lot like, man keeping the house. It's usually the female keeps everything, boat, car, house, diamonds, go everything, money, everything. Like, and that's just also how the system works. And that is how the it is built up, and that was basically to me the lifesaver. Well, maybe not well, you could say lifesaver because I can see myself in big trouble if I didn't, if I would just go ahead and I will never read about MGTOW or find about the red pill or believe in the hypergamy. I can see myself getting a big trouble, and I'm very thankful, to be honest, that I'm not. And I will never forget these things. This is something that I will carry with myself forever. And even if you think like you want to get back to the plantation or whatnot, I'm not really, maybe sometimes I think, but to be honest, I know I'm not going there. So it's just more like, again, thinking with my you know what. So it's, that's what I like understood, like, okay, as a man I have to have a foresight, because if I'm not thinking forward, I'm not thinking about the the repercussions. And if I'm not thinking about that, I can get in big trouble, big trouble. Especially now that I understand the law system, I didn't have any idea about any of this. I didn't know, that I kind of find it funny, to be honest, because, for example, my mother and my well, at that time, stepfather broke up, and of course, mama kept the house, kept the car, everything. I don't know if I don't know, the stepfather maybe took like motorbike or something. I don't know what he took, but basically everything was, and it's the usual. If you're a man and you have a few marriages, you know what I'm talking about. You live with everything. Excuse me, excuse me. She lives with everything, most likely. So this is something that I didn't wanna, and I did thought about it. Should I go like try to build a family or whatnot? I feel like it's a little bit too late for me personally, but MGTOW is a mango in their own way. I'm not here to say you should do this or you should do that. I'm not giving you any. Uh, at least I hope I'm not like pressuring you or trying to force you anything that I believe in. But this is something that has helped me tremendously in my life. Like, I'm not going to the nightclubs anymore. I'm not going to the chase the punani. I'm not going to any of this. I don't have a Tinder. I don't I don't do things for, just to get a sexual validation or sexual gratification or whatnot. Like, that's not me anymore. And of course, you're human. You always will feel that way, but you was feeling that way even if you didn't have a girl, so you can deal with it. Like, or, again, well, maybe now I'm, yeah, actually, yeah, forget about that. You can do whatever you want, but that's just for me. I deal with it, you know. That's my philosophy, and that's the way I see it. But you can do whatever you want. But yeah, this is my testimony, my story about the red pill and finding about it. And I am now being MGTOW for like maybe 2 years, 2 3 years, and I've been monk for like 2.5. In the beginning, I wasn't for a little while, but very quick I found out like it's not the lifestyle for me, and also the repercussions, and it was the stress and everything. It was just not worth it. So yeah, you know, God bless you. Take care of yourself and don't get into trouble. Stay blessed.